Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Stationeers. Alrighty, so in this episode what I would like to do is work on our massive extension that we have building over here, which you can't really see right now because I have no light, but actually that's one thing I should probably do. I should make a headlamp for myself so when I put my suit away I can actually see what I'm doing. I think that's over here. Let's see here. Yeah, headlamp. Only 2 gold and 2 copper. That's not bad. So that's something I could make. Hey, good morning and good afternoon. Time zones are fun. Let's see here. I was kind of thinking of what I want to do in these rooms here. For this one, I'm not 100% sure because we have atmospherics here and we have manufacturing here. So I guess I could turn this into like a little seating area. With this one, because we have the hydroponics right here, I could essentially turn this area into like a little kitchen or something. So instead of having the fridge and everything in here, I could have all of this stuff out here, have a little seating area, have the fridge out here. So that's something I could potentially do. One thing I do want to try to do is hook up these guys. Let's see. And I kind of want to make sure this is where I want to put them to begin with. I mean, we have the hangar down here. I'm not really going to have an entrance. So theoretically, the best spot to put those would be like right here. Because then I plan on having an airlock right here that goes out to our lander. I'm trying to think of how I actually want to do this. I think my plan was to switch it up where I would put the lander and everything over here and then a couple more rooms over on this side. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to put it near the entrance. I'm just trying to figure out where I want the main entrance to go because right now it's right here. But with the 2 extensions I have on there, on the very end of that's going to be a hangar. So the main entrance I'll probably have near our launch shuttle or near our launch pad, which I'm just trying to figure out where I want the launch pad to go. So let's head outside for a minute so I can take a look at our base here. There we go. Yeah, because we have this extension here. I want to make a living quarters. So the living quarters, I was thinking
Waste tank caution.
about building that right here. The only thing I'm having issues with on that is if I make my living quarters multi-level, which I kind of want to do, if I build a room over here with solar panels, then it's going to get blocked by the multi-level living quarters. So that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Granted, if I do move all of this over here, then I wouldn't really have to worry about it then. Then I could have a couple more rooms over here. Which I plan on moving this anyway, so it's not, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, because I want to build a hangar right here, which I guess I could start working on that. And then I do want to place our large batteries and stuff up here as well. If you buy O2 from a trader and sell it right back, you make an immediate profit. Huh. One good way to exploit the game a little bit. Let's let's see, what's her, yeah. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna build the launch pads over on this side, because then I can build the living quarters here. And then if I decide to make a multi-level, I won't have to worry about the solar panels interfering with anything. And then over here, we will build a fairly large hangar, actually. I kind of want it to be similar to the hangar I built on our first Europa playthrough. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be a lot of fun. So, one thing I do need to do before I do anything else is I need to place windows on our extension here. I need to get rid of these. Yeah, let's do that. Have some extra railings. Let's place these railings over here for right now, because I plan on having railings around here regardless. There we go. Alright, so yeah, let's work on getting this part pressurized, and then we'll work on moving the landing pad and everything over here for right now. Then I'll just work on the hangar as I need it, but I'm gonna build a big old launch pad over here for a couple of rockets. So the purpose of the large hangar, because right now all I can really do is get the smaller traders in right now. What I want to do is get a hangar so I can pressurize it so I can get some larger planes in, and then some actual people versus just the robot guys. Not that the robot guys are bad, but plus it'll allow for better trades and stuff too. So for right now, I think what I need to do is I need to build an ungodly amount of piping, so then I can get all this piping taken care of. I can get this part pressurized. I do need some doors, and I need some transformer. I need a lot of stuff. So let's go inside really quick and let's work on the piping aspect of it. I do kind of have an idea for this though. So the suit storage for right now, I might just leave here. Let's see. So launch pad will move to a hangar. No, the launch pad I'm gonna move near our extension. And my thought process there is because I kind of want to make our living quarters multi-level. If I build a living quarters here and then build another built room over here, I tend to put solar panels on top of my base, and the solar panels over here would get blocked by the bigger building I have over here. So that's why if I move all of this over here, then there's nothing to block those solar panels. At least that's my thought process. We'll see if it actually turns out that way. Okay, so we are going to merge everything together. I'm just trying to make some room in our inventory here so then I can grab all these pipes that I have. Which I'm going to need a lot more than that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's make another 5 stacks of pipes. And that should be... we'll take you as well. Atmospherics. I do need a couple of doors and stuff too. Okay, so then... I should put the... Alright, let's do this for a minute. Alright, all the pipes are peeking through here, so that's good. Gosh dang it. Forgot to do the one thing I needed to do with this pipe right here. That and that. Could just use spray paint, but that's okay. There we go. Okay. I need to do the same thing with the water pipe, which we'll just do that. Okay. Try 5-section pipes through a wall. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, I don't really use... The main reason I'm not using the 5-section pipes is because it gives me more flexibility when I need to actually make connections and stuff in there. Granted, yeah, maybe I'll start using the 5-section pipes. Okay, so let's head outside. So we'll put our suit on. Yes, I know. Give me a minute. We're just going to swap you guys around. See how easy that was? Yeah, I tend to not use a connection near a wall, so I should be able to get away with the 5 long pipes. Okay, so let's do... Can I get in here? Oh, I can. Look at that. Alright, so I guess I could use the 5 long pipes. Do something like that, maybe. I cannot... Oh, there it is. There we go. And then I just need you. There we go. 5 long pipes. I guess I really did not need to do that. You don't have to dismantle those frames to put the 5-section pipes. Yeah, I just realized that, but because I was planning on putting the 3-section pipes in there, I dismantled the frames, but for future I shouldn't have to do that anymore. Sweet, okay. So, oh, I'm glad I'm making more pipes because I'm going to need a lot more than what I currently have here. So let's test it out really quick. If I dismantle this...
Hydration.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. And then I can put, well, I'm gonna have to do... Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. And we have this, which we'll just do a 3. There we are. Alright, and we will just merge the rest of our pipe around here. There we are. Perfect. Alright, so we got all of our pipes through. Let's go inside so I can eat some food, drink some water, which our water's right here. And then I can grab all the extra pipe that we just made. There we go. I wish your guy would drink water faster. Yummy. Alright, let's go in here. Let's grab all the pipes. Look at that. That's beautiful. You know, ironically enough, that's still not going to be enough. That's okay. And I'm probably going to have to take our magic healing pill too, because my guy is permanently damaged. I may have blown myself up at one point, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay, so I guess what I can do is I can start off with just one section at a time. So let's do our main waste tank first. I guess I didn't have to. Alright, we're just going to do this with each of these sections. So then, yeah, in here, I'll just use the 5 long ones. Oh. And then, yeah, we'll just do it right like that. Okay. I kind of like the way that looks, actually. Alright, so there's one section. Let's do... Well, the main one is let's do oxygen next. Yeah, when I did that, I was trying to get some not pollutants, but some CO2 into our base for our plants, and then I forgot it was superheated, and there was a turbo pump, and yeah, it just all went bad after that. 2, 3, 4. And then this would be a 5. Oh. Alright, sweet. So we have our waste pipe and our oxygen pipe here. Those are really the main two I need to get this section up and running. I am going to need some doors, some windows, I'm going to need a lot of different things, actually. I need a... Okay, so what we're going to do next... let's just do this for right now. There we are. So yeah, I need a bunch of glass. Let's see, how much glass do I need? I need 5, 10, 15, 20 pieces of glass. A bunch of steel sheets. I need some doors, and then I need some active vents and all sorts of other things. Okay. That way you can... Yeah, I'm not sure why the normal French fries are 5 stars and the canned ones are only 4 stars. The reason I'm doing canned though is because it still gives you a pretty good water boost, but these ones last you a lot longer than normal French fries. So I'm not sure Plus, they're actually cheaper to make, too. Yeah, so that's, like, the main reason. Okay, so I need 15 more pieces of glass. Alright, so that's the glass. I need some doors, which is iron and copper. Oh, I put our wrench away, apparently. Eeyore. Let's see, so for normal doors, I want the composite. It's 7 iron and 3 copper. Okay, 7 iron and 3 copper. So if I need 4 doors, that's 28 iron and 12 copper. I have an extra door there. Which I will need at some point, so let's just make all 4 here. Glass, glass, we'll put you there. I do need some more pipe, but I'm gonna have to go grab some silicon in order to actually do that. I did hear that they were adding solar storms to Vulcan, which actually makes kind of sense considering it's so close to a black hole. Copper, iron. Alright, last door. Grab our extra door there. Let's see, let's grab our plastic. I am going to need some more glass for our doors, so let's do... Gosh dang it. Apparently I just having issues typing today. I meant glass, not door. And then I am going to need some more heavy cable as well, so let's grab some gold. This will make 2 stacks of heavy cable. Gosh dang it. Try to throw something in there and then your arm just fails on you. Alright, so there's the glass, the doors. I do need to move our main cable line around. Alright, that's good enough for right now. That'll give us a pretty decent start. So let's put our suit on. Let's head outside. Yeah, no, that was a nice failure of a throw. Okay. I forgot my steel sheets. I'm gonna have to go back inside either way, so it doesn't matter. I'll grab the steel sheets when I'm back inside. So I'm going to eventually have like little airlocks along these sides here, but for right now we're just going to close it all up with windows. Can't get through that way now. Oh no. Okay. I really like the composite doors. They allow you to actually, they're a little bit more flexible in how they're built. Okay, so now I need to bring our main power line around. Let's see, gosh dang it. The downside of having a windows everywhere is I have to go all the way to the end over here in order to get out of our base. Okay, so let's see, our transformers, I'm going to do it similar to how we did our other ones. So the transformers are going to be along this side here. So then what we're gonna have to do Alright, so along this wall is where our main power line is gonna go. I know that there are some different mods and stuff that allow you to like make longer pieces of cable or like just drag the cable and stuff, which would be kind of nice, but this will work for right now. Alright, so let's grab our other stack, and good thing I'm making more cable. I'm gonna have to go grab some more gold here pretty quick too. Not that I'm in a short supply of gold. I think I have like over 10,000 gold. Alright, so then this will come down. And let's do... Yeah, let's just do this for right now. The fact that that they're empty inside actually makes it a little bit easier to work with. Alright, so our transformer is going to go right here. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Alright, sweet. Main power line, and then these are ready to hook up to some more batteries once I get to that point. But that was actually easy enough. I didn't really need all the extra cable. Nice. Okay, perfect. Put that there. And then I need to make some transformers so that I can start... Well, I did need all the extra cable because I'm going to have to hook everything up in here. Alright, so let's head back inside for a minute. Hey, good morning. How's the weather station going to tell the difference? I can see a new mode value in the logic. So, the weather station can detect a solar storm regardless, and I did test that in my last episode, so I'm kind of wondering, because I did see in the patch notes that the solar storms can appear at the same time as regular, like, dust storms. So, I'm assuming that it'll just detect a storm. Like, if the solar storm... I don't know if the solar storm would hit first or if they hit at the exact same time, but I think it just will detect a storm regardless if it's a solar storm or not. So say if the solar storm hits first, that'll detect the solar storm, and then a sandstorm or whatever hits, that'll stay active until after both storms are gone. That's just my thought. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, I need some transformers now, so... You're almost done. That's not enough transformers. Actually, I need 4 more transformers. Okay, passive vents. I guess I could... Yeah, let's take the passive vents with us, because I'm gonna need those. There's not really anything in there I need. I kind of want to get the spray gun, actually. I wonder how that would actually work with the, You know what I could do is... I could paint all of our cables up top. Alright, you guys are just about done. One more. Alright, so I need 4 more, so that's 40 iron, 4 gold, and 12 copper. 40 iron, 12 copper, and 4 gold. Alright, those throws are a little bit better. Heck yeah. Let's see, what don't I need? I don't need, I can merge you guys, which means I can grab this. Alright, perfect. I do need the lights too. I need an extra light here. I kind of want to do something different with our lights, actually. Here, let's do this. I need... Let's see, lights are what? Okay, so I need... Let's do 4, 8... Let's do 16. And then 32 copper. I'm gonna try something out with these two sections and see if I like that better than how I have these ones. That's a lot of freaking lights. Ooh, steel sheets, thank you. Alright, you know what? We're gonna put this in here. I can put this away. I don't need the extra door for right now. All that I want to keep. So yeah, let's grab the steel sheets. Alright, and let's just head over here for right now. The Atmos tablet we're gonna actually place back on here. Oh, I'm wearing my suit. You know what I should do is build a basketball court, and then I can work on my throws. Okay, so... I should have grabbed some walls and stuff. Okay, we're gonna do this for a minute. Yeah, let's do this for 1 second, then I'm gonna have to dismantle these frames again, which is fine. Let's see, transformers. So there's gonna be a transformer right here. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do that. So that's gonna be our power input. There we go. Alright, and now I'm going to have to do this again really quick. And then I also need some active vents and stuff too. There we go. That should be everything inside the walls that I need to do. So let's do the same thing over here. And then we should be good. Alright, and let's merge you. There we go. Perfect. Sweet, okay. Now I can actually weld these up completely. Oh, you know what? I do need a couple more transformers, don't I, for these, for the airlocks. I completely forgot. I mean, I could get away without using... Like, I could use this transformer for this airlock, that transformer for that airlock, but having them each on a separate network kind of does make more sense. Alright, yeah, let's do that really quick. And then I can get rid of the... I still need the plastic sheets. I can get rid of the active vent that I... Or not the active vent, but the passive vent I have. Speaking of active vents, I can make the active vent. Alright, let's do this. God dang it. So I need... 2, 4... I need 8 active vents. Good God. So 40 iron. $8 gold and 40 copper. Do the copper first. There we go. According to the game logic, filter's low. Filter is a little bit low. Granted, I'm only halfway through my filters realistically. I need to check the filters in our atmospherics room. Yeah, I'm going to use the APC for the airlock because I have the APC in this... I believe it's in this airlock right now. I do. Yeah, so I'm going to use that APC up there, then we'll make another transformer. So I feel this the same way, like with just a normal battery, because whenever your battery hits 50%, it says it's low, which makes no sense. Low, yeah, it should be like 25% or lower. Okay, so let's do lights. Alright, so I need 10, 1, and 3. My throwing skills are getting better. I take it back. Alright, perfect. So, that should be everything I need as of right now. So we're gonna do a thing. Let's do this. Base 50% low battery makes sense if you leave base and go straight to let you. Yeah, but I feel like there should be another warning versus low, because that's not really low. Low, in my opinion, is 25%. Like maybe, they could do like battery at 50%. I mean, just battery at 50% would actually be better. Okay, so let's dismantle apparently this whole thing. And then we'll put a transformer right here. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think I want the inverted ones actually. Yeah, because I like when it goes up like that. All right, perfect. So now we need to hook both of these up to power. Okay, so let's grab our cable. Yeah, I know, but basically the reason I have the nuclear battery in here is because I have a nuclear battery in our arc welder, so I just keep swapping them out. And since it's in my airlock, I don't have to go all the way inside our base for another nuclear battery. I can just go straight to the um, APC and grab it out of there. So there's a logical reason why I have a nuclear battery right there. It's mainly for our arc welder. Alright, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to have batteries right here. And then you are going to come up like this. Alright, so that one's done. Oops. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so these should have power now. Speaking of power, let's hook up. And then we're gonna have another light right here. I like having the lights in the airlocks. There we go. Perfect. All right, so let's hook this one up. All right, I'm gonna have to make some more cable here pretty quick. Sweet. Okay. Now I should just be able to build both of these. Which light are we using in the airlocks? So it's the little round one. It's the same one that I have in the rest of my airlocks. Heck yeah. Oops, let's do this one first. Sweet. And then I'll actually automate this airlock. And then these ones I'll keep as manual just in case I have a breach or something in one of my other rooms. I can manually close it. Yeah, so I just have these little round ones, which I kind of like the way those ones look. Okay, so now that the airlocks are done, everything should be airtight. except for that right there. We're gonna do that. Still no fuses that protect the main power line. No, I should
Power
put a
low.
fuse on there just in case. Power low. Yeah. I need to place some more wireless chargers around. I know in like the creative mode there's like a large like a big like a large wireless battery. It's too bad you can't actually make that. Okay, so actually let's do that really quick. Let's head inside for a minute because I have to drink water anyways and probably eat a little bit of food. A powerless. I could actually do that. Let's see, where would I put it though? I guess I could do it inside the walls. Hmm. I mean, heck, I could even just put it in the corner in each room too. I mean, there's plenty of space for it, so I can figure it out. Okay, so let's build 2 more lights here really quick. And lights, if I remember, yeah, 2 and 1. There we go. So we'll do 2 of those. And then I need... So let's do... Yeah, let's do 2 of these. So 8 gold, 16 copper, and 8 steel. So 8 gold. I don't have enough steel. No! I'll just have to build the 1 apparently. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, let's do... Yeah, we're just gonna do this. So, and then I need 8 copper. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, my throws are getting better. I mean, the charging part is wireless, but this guy definitely hooks up the power. Okay, is there anything else well, I do need to grab some more gold. I need to grab some more silicon. Let's see here. Probably grab some more iron and yeah, so I'm gonna have to make a couple of trips too here. Which is fine. Alright. So I'm thinking what I might do, because our power is gonna come like this. Huh. I could have them right here. Because I'm gonna have power cable. That could work. I could have one right here. Actually, it probably may make more sense to place it right there for right now, because then it'll hit both of these areas. And then I'm gonna need some more heavy cable. So let's do this first. I should have enough. I'm hoping. Hey, there we are. Charge my battery. Split ingots each time you need to print some. Yeah, so the reason I do that is because, well, I can get the exact amount, and then I don't have ingots like in every little printer that I have. I can just have my main batch, then just split it as I need them. Oh, air tank's low? Uh-oh. I should be fine for right now. Yeah, before I go and grab some more resources, we're gonna have to swap our air tank out. Okay, so then let's do a little round light there. What does the LED look like? It's not nearly as bright. I kind of like the round light better, actually. Yeah, I know that there's a way to automate it. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, so then what I'm thinking for these areas is just do something like this. So instead of directly in the middle of each of these, I do it like that, and then, because that'll still light up the room quite a bit. Plus it conserves resources, so I don't need nearly as many lights. Two, three, four, and we'll see how this looks compared to how I have it in our other rooms. There we go. So I need a lot more heavy cable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside, we're gonna swap out our air canister, and then we're gonna make a little trip. Let's see, 79%. These filters are still doing decent. Our oxygen filters, obviously, you're gonna go first. Alright, and this is actually keeping our base cool, so that's actually really nice. What did I do with the flooring? Probably put it away. Oh well. Oh, the wider lights. I don't know. Like I've used them in the past, and I just don't really care for how they look. Plus, with how I do my piping and stuff, they just get in the way unnecessarily. Okay, so that should be everything I need. Let's eat really quick, and then we will make an expedition to our outposts. I wish I wouldn't drop the can. Alright, let's head out. I have another idea here really quick. Because I do have some extra gold and stuff on me. Let's start another batch of heavy cables here really quick. Yeah, 19. That way we're at least doing something while we're out grabbing more resources. So I have a silicon outpost. It's not like a dedicated one. It's mixed in with iron and copper. But here for right now, I can just keep this door open. Watch me forget it's open and I try to pressurize our base and all of our atmosphere goes away. Alright, so I do need gold, which we have a dumb amount of gold in here. Okay, we'll just grab 2 of those. With the amount of coal we have, we could expand the platform and reuse that deep miner. Or I could just make some more deep miners. I'm not in a short supply of any resources, which is kind of a nice thing to say. But yeah, I have a dumb amount of coal too. I might have enough gold. Yeah, I think I have like 11,000 gold on me. A ridiculous number. Granted, that was the first deep miner I put down was gold. Just because we started in that territory. Yeah, this one does not give enough silicon. Once I build the rocket and I can actually map out the regions, I'll find one, like just a dedicated silicon one, if there is a region like that. Because yeah, this one definitely does not give enough. It's doing pretty good for the most part, but can always use more. Alright, so I already have an extra stack. Yeah, let's grab 1 thing of iron, 1 thing of copper. Wow. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on an expedition and see if I can find this dedicated silicon. I do need... I think I have a bunch of coal back home. Let's grab another one of you just in case, because I'm gonna have to make a bunch of steel. Alright, let's head home. Yeah, it, I did. I do kind of miss how the deep miners were before, because if you guys watched my previous playthroughs, I just built a massive deep mining like platform right next to our base, and that's how we got all of our resources. It is kind of nice to have to actually travel around each of your outposts to grab all the required resources. It does kind of add a need for exploration and stuff, which I understand that. But it can get a little tedious. Yeah, I remember that I had a bunch of coal back home. So I can make an ungodly amount of steel. Granted, any amount of steel we use, we're going to go through pretty quick. Or I guess any amount of steel that we make, we're going to go through pretty quick. There's our base. So that's one thing that I've been kind of considering, is making a giant chute network. The only thing on that is I'd have to make a giant chute network, which I'm not sure how excited I am to actually do that. Oh, too fast. Okay, there we go. Heck yeah. Sweet. Alright, and then I'm going to need some more pipe as well. Alright, let's go inside. You know what? Since we're inside and I haven't been taking my suit off, let's take our suit off really quick so then I can get our hygiene levels back down. I wish you could see what your levels are. That'd be nice. Alright, so we have extra copper and a bunch of extra iron. Bunch of extra gold. We'll just do that for right now. Okay, so I need steel. Let's see. Alright, that's going to cool that down quite a bit, actually. Untying your certain reaches 9. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's dropping the temperature. It's not too terribly fast, but... And then I need 3 stacks of coal. Ooh, that's not a full stack. We're not taking you. Gosh dang it. Since I'm waiting anyways. Oh, yeah, I can't actually do that because the ceiling's too low. Alright, so all the coal's being smelted. Okay, and then I did need some more cable. So we have 144 here. Let's grab another thing of gold. Alright, are you done? You are done. Sweet. Alright, and we have a bunch of steel. That's awesome. I am blaming the ceiling. It's conveniently right there. Alright, perfect. So on that note, I can hook up all of our lights in our main area over there. I might as well wait till we have a full stack of cable pop out. There we go. Alright. I have the extra silicon on me, so we'll just pop that out right there for now. Okay. Actually, before I do that, we're going to do this. Because I have 100 steel. Make some more insulated pipe. Alright. I need to automate this section too. And I need my suit. I'm going to walk out of the airlock without my suit on one of these days, and it's going to end up being that's how we're going to end up dying. I hope that doesn't happen, but I can see that happening. Okay, so let's hook up all of these lights. It's a good thing I'm making more cable, because you actually go through cable pretty quick. Oh, oops. There we are. I kind of like the way that looks better than having one in each of these frames. Yeah, I do like that better, I think. Two, three. Look at that perfect amount of cable. Gosh dang it. Nice. Alright, so that section's done there. Put you inward. And then I'm not going to have enough cable for this section, but that's okay. I can at least start it. Alright, nice. Our base is slowly getting there. I could technically start to pressurize this, actually. Granted, I think the easiest thing to do would be to go and mine a bunch of oxide, bring it back, and pressurize it that way. Because the minute I open up this airlock here, we're going to lose a lot of pressure. Granted, we have a bunch of oxygen actually stored. Yeah, let's do this. I don't really think I need this battery charger anymore, but I'm going to place it anyways. You can use recycler to shrink iron ingots. Yeah, the reflection of the ingots is kind of insane, actually. Alright, so let's reset this guy, which I never even realized you could use this screwdriver to reset that. That's actually really cool. I don't really need the the charger. You know what I do need though. I need the data disk that I placed inside. Oh crap. Oh, that airlock's closed. I forgot that I dismantled the airlock. Oh, Jesus. Well, thankfully I had this guy closed. Gosh dang it. Okay, well. So that happened. Well, all right, let's let's do this really quick. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of pressure in here. That actually really scared me because I thought I had that door over there opened and all of our air we just lost. I'm so used to just clicking the button and having it automatically cycle for us. Alright, so that should be enough. We have a bunch of pipe here, which is fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like the 4 lights better than how I have the 5 lights here. Plus, another reason I want to do it that way is because then I don't have to like oddly have pipe go underneath, and it'll just make everything look better. I need to remember that it's not an automatic airlock right now. The one reason I came in here. Yeah, no, 100%. The biggest threat to the player is the player. And like my biggest issue is I get so wrapped up in one thing that I forget just the basics, and I tend to kill myself that way. See, that's one nice thing about when you first start out, like you have to kind of manually do everything, so you're always in that like state of, you're always double and triple checking everything. But the minute you start to automate stuff, you rely too much on automation, and that's what gets you killed. All right, so we're gonna do 0, 0. Exterior door, perfect. Exterior vent, perfect. Sweet. All right, let's make sure you work. I'd say that worked pretty well. Cycle to interior. Heck yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, I suppose, yeah, let's hook up all of this stuff really quick. So then I can just keep my light turned off and conserve power. And we have more than enough power, but... Alright, so all those are turned on. Actually, I need to like this. Boom. Perfect. We've got light. Yeah, I like the way that looks a lot better than the having one in each frame. That looks, yeah, that looks way better. Okay, so now what I would like to do, we do have a little bit of oxide on us, so let's do this. You're slowly melting. Let's see, these volatiles, I'm pretty sure I can put in our ice crusher. So I should theoretically be able to open this door. That is a lot of wind. Okay, sweet. Everything's pressurizing. I need to hook this stuff up too before I forget. Because right now... Actually, none of this is hooked up yet. Gosh dang it. That is such a long hallway. Alright, are we all pressurized? We are slowly getting there, that's for sure. Nice. As long as I have over 50 kPa of pressure, we should be fine. Mainly for our plants and stuff. Let's see, how much oxygen do we have stored? Wow. Yeah, we basically don't have any oxygen left over. Yeah, so what I'll probably end up doing is going and grabbing some oxide. I do want to try one thing. We're just going to do it with the one. I think this is insulated. Oh. You can actually... That's cool. Operation slowed. I could technically probably just where's all the volatiles at? I probably need to place like a pressure regulator or something on here, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll end up doing that. I'll place like a pressure regulator. Let's see, I could do... Or not a pressure regulator, a volume pump. I could do this kind of a volume pump, or I could do the turbo pump. The turbo pump might actually be safer. And then I'll just place the normal guy right there. There we go. Not that I actually need to do that, but hey, we have another thing of pipe. Okay. Oh, we do have volatiles in here. I mean, I guess I could just let it do its thing. Or I could try this. Probably just place it right there. That makes the most sense. Let's see. Could do something like this, obviously. Oh, I can't. Actually, I could place it right there. That might be the thing to do. Oh, these are flicking. I was like, what is happening right now? Okay, so let's place this guy. I mean, heck, I could even just place it right here. We'll just do it real like that, though. There we go. And then I'll shove all the atmosphere out of here and into here, which should shut off our, yeah, should kind of turn this off for right now. Well, sort of. Okay, so I do need to go out and grab some more oxide. I did free up a little bit of our inventory to do that. And then I'm going to have to hook up all of these active vents to our pipe network here, which should be fairly simple. Okay, so let's go and grab some oxide before I do anything else, just so I can get enough pressure in here. Granted, pressure-wise, we're actually doing pretty good. Alright, perfect. Let's go find some oxide. That is a really bright sun. I was gonna say I could turn my sensor lenses on, but I forgot that I swapped out those discs. Let's see where. There's some more. Yeah, the 1 minute I need the sensor lenses. Do we have any more oxide anywhere in here? Apparently not. Okay, well, that's okay. Let's go see if I can find some more. There's some more over here. If I knew there was a big cliff here, I would probably build my base along the cliff. That would have been kind of fun. Alright, let's do... Alright, let's call that right there, because I don't have any more space, and I didn't bring our mining backpack. I didn't think I'd spend the entire episode doing this, but that's okay. Oh, jeez, I just launched myself. Alright, see, now that everything's automated, now it feels better. Oh, what the heck, we'll throw that in there too. So yeah, what I'm probably going to end up doing is we'll move our suit storages right here. And then I do have a couple of ideas. Sweet, we have pressure. So let's do this. how do I want to do that? Because if I move our suit storages here, I believe the front would be input for oxygen. Or I could put the storages right here. Bring our oxygen line down this way. That would work. Alright, let's do this first. Before I get sidetracked, let's make sure I hook all these guys up. Oops, let's do this and that. Yeah, the front's oxygen, and then I actually have an idea for the waste and the propellant. Yeah, once I get in here, it kind of starts to get a little bit laggy, I've noticed. It's okay, though. Sweet, okay, so that's done. I can cover both of these. Okay, and then let's grab you. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this. There we are. Okay. And then I'm not gonna turn you on quite yet because you're gonna suck all the oxygen out of our base here. So I will program you once I'm able to. Alright, so that side's done. Let's do this one right here. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do this. I can do the same thing over here too. There we go. Nice. Alright, perfect. So then I can hook, well these ones are already hooked up, now I just need to bring power in here, which I should hopefully have enough cable. Gosh dang it. Okay, there we go. And let's do the same thing over here. Nice. Alright, perfect. So then, technically everything, well, except for these waste pipes aren't hooked up yet. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. I wish you could merge stuff that way. Oh, well, that's okay. Oops. Alright, so that one's done. I just have one more. Perfect. Okay, so that's all hooked up. Now I just need to program these vents here, and then our airflow is done. Then I just have to extend our pipe network. But for the most part, we're almost done with these two rooms in here, which is kind of nice. So while I'm thinking about it, let's do this. Because then I also need to hook it up to power too. So, yeah, it makes more sense to have it on this side because then I can actually bring this oxygen line down. Okay, I think I know how I want to do this. And, oops, wrong one. I don't want that other one. I want the storage frame one. Yep, and that's kind of why. Actually, we do have it on the inside, don't we? We do have a wall on that outside there. Oh god. Sweet. Okay, perfect. Alright, so this one is just going to be a 3. Because I'm going to have this one come down like this. And then what I could do is put a pressure regulator like right here or something too. So I could do that. And then I can get rid of our suit or our oxygen canister thing in our atmospherics room. Yeah, I'll put like a pressure regulator right here. Actually, it would make more sense to place it like right here. It doesn't really matter where I place it, actually. And then what I think I want to do here, because I can just literally... Oops. And then all the waste will instantly go to the... Granted, I guess that doesn't really matter, but at least that'll keep it from airing out on us. Alright, and then let's do this. Put it on a wall. Are you, put what, the pressure regulator? Let's see, where's the power? The power's right there, so I can just do this. And then eventually this is going to have a normal wall on it, so I'm not worried about it. But then I can, boop, turn you on. And then technically you'll stay charged either way, but that'll take care of having to refill our oxygen anyways. And then I can actually place the other two right here as well. I don't think that'll look too bad. Let's go grab some walls. So I need, well, 5, 10, 50, I need 20 more walls. You know, walking around this base would give you plenty of exercise, that's for sure. Alright, well, I've got 2 walls on me. I do need some more walls, so let's do... I need at least 20, so let's do this.
Hangar cautions.
Alright, I'll take care of it while I'm waiting. Heck yeah, look at all that cable. I do have that extra battery on me too. Yumsy. I'm gonna have to make some more French fries here pretty quick. Yeah, the only way I would be able to really overpressure this is if I actually place the backpack here. Let's see, waste tank is at 0. Yeah, so I'd have to actually place the backpack there in order to overpressure it. So I'm not too concerned about it. I just didn't want this to air out. Because essentially this won't accept any of the waste unless there's a backpack here. So that should be okay. Okay, let's see. What was I doing? I got sidetracked again. Gosh dang it. I guess what I could do... I'm gonna need a bunch of glass. Here, let's do for right now, we'll just do 20. Gosh dang it. Yeah, we'll do 20 sheets of glass. So let's go put our walls up. And I'm actually going to need more walls because I need walls for these guys here. Alright, we're just going to do normal glass walls for right now. I know that I'm actually going to put some airlocks on here at some point. This one we'll just do a normal wall, just to make it look better. Let's see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need 4 more walls. And then I'm gonna need some more steel, not steel sheets, but plastic sheets. So let's do, let's see, 50. Yeah, we'll do this. All right. Heck yeah, look at that. And then we'll just place all of this right now. I'm gonna deconstruct that at some point, but for right now, we'll just do this. Alright, so I need more plastic sheets. Let's go grab some. That's the wrong. Gosh dang it. I just want to make sure I have enough plastic sheets for everything. Which it looks like we do. Perfect. That's looking good. Alright. Windows. Nice. And then I can essentially place a bunch of cable in here too now. Or not cable, but flooring. So I need 15, 30. I need, well, technically 32. I need 29. And I have 17, so I need 12 more. Ooh, we have a solar storm. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I think what I want to try to do at some point is place window shutters on every window that we have. Granted, I'm gonna have to completely replace the ceiling with window shutters as well, just like the connector piece is not the actual window part. Alright, let's see if my math was right. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. And then I do need to extend our pipe network out. But before I do that, I want to start working on building our trader platform slash hangar and then our launch pad. So I'm going to need a crap ton of steel frames. So for the hangar, let's see. I could do... Because I do a 5x5. So we could do 25. Alright, well I'm going to need a crap ton of steel if I do it that way. So I think I'm going to make it about the same size as I made our Europa one actually. Which is going to be a bit crazy, but let's see here. Could do an even 100. That'll give us 50. Because let's see, it'd be 25, 25. That would almost be too big. What's the biggest trader that we can get? Because I've seen, is it 11 by 11? Alright, well, instead of doing 100, let's just do... That'll give us 3 stacks of steel frames, plus we have a little bit of extra there, so that'll work. Actually, this will only give us 45. Let's see, 45. Let's do another... Yeah, let's do another 30, because that'll give us an even 60. Is it a 9x9? 9x9 20 with a long runway. Okay. So it's going to be a bit before I actually can start the biggest. A 9x9 20 runway long. I feel like 9x9 is not the biggest, but I could be very wrong on that. So I was going to say let's head outside, but can't go outside. Let's turn this off to conserve that battery. I want the solar storm to be... You know, one thing I need to do is I need to have a... some sort of logic that'll let me know what our batteries are at charged wise. Also, speaking of batteries, I need to actually make more batteries. Gold, copper, steel, electrum, silicon, and stellite. Let's see, because I'm gonna need... Trying to remember, I think I have the large batteries right... No, I have a large batteries right here. I don't have any right here, do I? Under 40 gold, copper, and steel. Let's make 4 of them. Yeah, we're gonna go through our steel very fast. Granted, I have more than enough resources to make it, so let's see, that's going to make 4, so 40 electrum. And then 5 silicon and 2 stellite. Alright, so that'll make 4 for us. You were floating. Alright, I don't need you, don't need you. Let's see, I don't need this, I don't need the plastic sheets anymore. Alright, so I'm gonna start laying this out and then I'm gonna call it the episode here. It's gonna take a minute for those batteries, but that's okay. Alright, so let's head outside since the solar storm should be done, and it looks like it is, so that's perfect. Also, I can take a look at our trader, too. Such long hallways.
Airtag critical.
Oh. Oopsies. I know what I did. Alright, before I do that... Alright, let's go grab a pressure regulator. Or I could use a volume pump too, actually. Because then I can get rid of this setup here. Here, let's turn you off for now, and then I'll... Yeah, well, we'll just use a pressure regulator for the... So, if I have all 3 here, I can use all 3 to fill them up. Unless we have no oxygen, which we don't have any oxygen, so... Okay, so that's the issue. So yeah, for the time being, I'm not gonna actually use this for right now. Because I am gonna... But that'll at least keep these pressurized once I have enough oxygen in here.
Airtag critical.
Yes, I know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go out on a couple mine runs and grab enough oxide. Okay, there we go. We'll just do that for right now. So let's head outside, so then I can start laying our hangar out. Also, I wanna, because I feel like the traders. I feel like there's bigger traders than that. Wait. Why was I breathing like that? Yeah, so why was I breathing like that? What's my guy doing? Yeah, 5x5. Let's see, is there anything else you have that I... Burn, pumpkin. I just don't have any money. Sell oxygen. Could sell a plant genetic analyzer. I could sell some of this stuff. I wouldn't get a whole lot of money for it, but I'd get at least something. Six by six. Yeah, so if 9x9 is the biggest one, I can always expand our hangar too if I have to. So that's something I can absolutely work on. So, let's see here. How do I want to start laying this out? Because we have the airlock, so this would be 5. I would probably have to do it. Because that would be normal 5x5. I would probably have to do it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. And then we would do another 5x5 over here. Okay. And then I would do another 5x5 here, 5x5 here, fill in the metal, and then that'll be our hangar. So that's actually... It's fairly big, but it's not too terribly big, I feel like. And then there's still enough room for the landing pad over here for our... Or not the landing pad, but for the, our launch pad for our rockets. So I feel like that'll actually work quite nicely. I am going to have to make a lot more steel frames. And then I am going to have a tower that is going to hold our... Actually, I do want to use, I think, the large satellite dish versus this medium one here. Yeah, so I'd probably use the large satellite dish at that point. Which I think on my Europa playthrough, I just had it on top of the hangar, if I remember right. We will figure it out. But let's go check on the status of our batteries. And then I'm going to call the episode, since we're at the 2-hour mark. And then I need to figure out what's going on with my lungs. I want to place you, but I also don't want to place you. I mean, technically... Alright, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, so it just evened out, so, alright, that's fine.
Temperature low.
Wait, what?
Temperature low.
Oh.
Temperature low.
Oh, that's not good. Why is the temperature so low? Gosh dang it. Yeah, why is the temperature so low? What the heck? Oh, I bet you I know why it's low. I bet you it's low because of my nitrogen. That's the only thing that makes sense. So... yeah, it's because this is negative 117 degrees Celsius. So, yep, that's the reason why it's so low. So I need to actually hook up some heaters. Ooh, our batteries are done though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the large satellite dish, but I just don't want to build a hangar and then have it be too
Temperature
small. Actually, let's do this. Yes, I know, temperature low. Okay, so I'm gonna have to work on our heating and cooling in the next episode. What I'll probably do is I'll go out and mine a bunch more oxide. We'll put more oxide in here to get this up to pressure, then that way I can start um, storing some oxygen, because that'll help with our temperature as well. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to hook up some logic so I can get our heaters going too, just in case. But I did lose a couple of plants, but thankfully
Temperature low.
I had some extras in here. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of soybeans is the only downside to that. But we have, yeah, we have enough soy oil, so I'm not too worried about it. I just have to fix the temperature and stuff. But on that note, I am going to call the episode here. We actually, I feel like we didn't progress a whole lot, but we did a lot of work on these two hallways right here, actually getting them connected, hooked up, everything up to pressure, everything connected. I have some more large batteries that I'm going to place on top of some of these. I'm gonna have to make some more large batteries too, because that'll help us store extra power for when I start working on other aspects of our base. But I'm thinking right here I want to build a living quarters for me, and then over here is going to be the launch pads for our rockets, and then we're in the process of working on our hangar right now. But yep, on that note, I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see